So you want to get married today and he doesn't?
Yeah,
You spent over $1,000 on Legos for him?
probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If marriage is your goal, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, that's my love language, is like giving. And it's really problematic.
How does that make you feel?
It's rough. Because I feel like I do a lot.
Are you sure he actually wants to?
Yeah, we've been together for 3 years.
Well, he's not willing to just go to the courthouse and have a ceremony in 2 years?
I want to say I'm sure.
Is it your finances? Because I've talked to a lot of couples where it's like they're not willing to get married because one is financially.
If he didn't know much about finances, honestly, to begin with. So I don't think he really understands the extent of how bad it is right now for me.
Can I call him in the post show and tell him how bad it is?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, I'm not going to stop
I
you.
do want to. We'll do that in the post show.
No, most women are not going to have a happy ending. Feminism has lied to women, and there's an entire generation of women coping with the fact that most will be alone in the next 50 years. Yes. And the issue you get is all of these influencer women will come out saying they're so happy single. Most women are living paycheck to paycheck. They make about $35,000 a year, and a large majority are in debt. Women have so much debt. So what is going to happen to them in their old age? Women make poor decisions and keep expecting men to bail them out. But one day, men are going to stop bailing them out, and we are going to see a huge rise in the number of homeless women. People might think I'm mean, but I am just not in the business of selling dreams. I won't do it. I refuse. Like, if I don't think something is likely, if I know that the chance a woman has is if unmarried by 35, actually, if a woman is single at 30, not in a relationship, she's actually more likely to not get married than to get married. So at 30, if she has a boyfriend, her odds are a little bit better. But if she doesn't have a boyfriend, because on average, it takes men 3 years to marry you. So that's something as women we have to take into account. Yes, on average, it's going to take 3 years to convince a guy to marry you. So I'm just not in the business of selling dreams. At 46, it's probably over. I hope she has savings. And what I would do if I were her is I would figure out a financial plan on how to live the rest of my life alone. I would also look for a husband in the process and see what you can do. But I'm just not in the business of selling dreams. And I think that women are just sold a dream over and over again. God's timing. It'll happen. When really you have to put effort into making things happen.
Marriage today feels like a setup for men. More risk than reward. That's why many are preparing for independence instead of becoming someone's safety net. Cat sales are about to skyrocket. Men better start investing in cat litter.
Ladies, here's the thing. We want men to be husbands. We want the rings and the things. But family, we cannot advocate for marriage without addressing the full picture, the elephant in the room. Women aren't bred to be wives today. Past generations have raised us up to pursue a career. Forget the man. He's an afterthought. Because when the man act up, you have an out. That degree that you can fall back on. And now, family, we have women who have been bred to be more of a husband than a wife. Let's keep it real. What is society teaching us? Look at the propaganda. Look at the social media. We can't continue to come at men for their lack of commitment, but not also state the obvious. There's a shortage of women worth making long-term or lifelong commitments to. We aren't training up wives. We're training up hypersexual, petty, money-hungry, cannot take any accountability, insecure, immature, women that can't even cover a pot, let alone a man. Women with the mentality that anything goes as long as I'm making $1 from it. Hyper-independent, attention-seeking, career-obsessed, not nurturing, selfish, girlfriend at best women. We want men to lock things down. And I agree, men should. But we gotta give them something worth committing to. And our media isn't pushing that agenda. It's keeping us single. So family, ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. That's what's keeping us single. Let us start focus on becoming the wife that God has created you to be.
Marriage is a dying institution. The system runs on outdated traditions, trapping one side while protecting the other. If it's to survive, the laws must evolve. Fairness has to go both ways.
Every time I talk to married men, they're trying to convince me not to get married. How is it that you have the woman of your dreams, but you convincing other men not to get married? Most men that's married don't want to be married. or they got married for the wrong reasons. They didn't get married because they genuinely wanted to. They got married because they just thought that was just the next steps that they were supposed to do. And then every time we have a conversation, they're trying to push me away from marriage. And then they're surprised by my response because I'm heavy on I want to get married. I'm heavy on men being married. Only if these men's wives knew how they was talking about marriage behind their backs.
Do guys that are single never want to get married again? This comment right here, marriage is for suckers. That would lead me to believe, in the amount of comments I get like this on my videos, would lead me to believe men think that women are literally out there preying on men, thinking, who can I marry so I can divorce him and take all his money and run? And obviously there's been some men that have been burned over the years to make you think like this. Or maybe this comment is around you get married and all of a sudden your partner no longer puts out. I think it's one or the other, but I'm so curious, is that common? Guys are getting married and all of a sudden their partner no longer wants to be intimate? Or is it guys are just getting screwed over every time they get married and get divorced? I truly don't think we should be thinking, hey, let's never get married again because these ladies out here are plotting to steal all of our money. If you can't tell if someone has a genuine connection with you, I think that's a you problem. There's not that many people that can put on a facade for so long to act like they're into you to scam you out of your money. And those are sociopaths or narcissists. I just don't truly believe that. But I want to hear your guys' opinions because I feel like I see so many of these type of comments. I just want to know.
There's no real benefit left for men. Marriage today is a one-sided gamble, and most guys know it.
The society we're creating right now, more and more men don't want to get married. And I get why. There is almost zero upside for men getting married. This isn't me saying that men shouldn't get married, or women, but think about what society is telling men about what being a man is. Tell about society is fucking men hardcore for getting married. If you get married and you get divorced, a woman takes 50% of whatever you have. 80% of relationships, the man is the biggest provider. So that's a big fuck right off the bat. What are you getting in exchange for that? Second, if you have kids with her, you're fucked because the government doesn't think that you deserve shit. So even good dads who try to stay in the kid's life are fucked. So there's a lot of men going, why the fuck would I do this? The good news is that will correct itself because eventually then people start going, oh, right? When you create mistakes, you only create more error. Error creates more error. So we've gone so far the other direction that more and more men are going like, why the fuck would I get married?
Marriage feels pointless, expensive, forced, and temporary. You spend a fortune on a day for people you barely like, only to split a few years later. Men are wiser now. They don't rush into marriage. They build themselves first, then choose carefully. Loyalty and real love are rare, and only strong men wait for both.
There could be a few reasons that I can think of off the top of my head of why a man wouldn't want to marry. One is because a man is scared to marry a person. You know, I'm successful, I have money, I've built a career, and then it doesn't work out. She leaves me, we get divorced, half my money is gone. Two, it could simply be that I'm gonna string her along and I really have no desire to commit to this person long term.
There's consequences to marriage. There's consequences to every choice on earth. That's normal. That's how life works. So if you are a man and you are going to marry a woman, let's say you have a high net worth, let's say she has zero net worth, let's say she's just coming in to raise your kids and provide for the household, you can expect to lose 50% of your assets if you are married long enough.
Marriage is a legal minefield. One mistake, and men lose their savings, their kids, and years of hard work.
Good women and you fucking break us down. It's not fair. It may not be fair. And my man, thank you to my man.
Reason why young men especially are hesitant to get married is because for a lot of men, they don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. If someday she could say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this anymore, I'm going to divorce you, but you're still going to be responsible for paying for me for the rest of your life.
Like I said, I'm pro prenup, and alimony is not gendered. It's literally a formula in most states. And so in a situation, I do think if a man wants to get married, you should think about this. You should think about this possibility. But I don't think that it's fair fair that a woman who has given up so much in order to be a homemaker shouldn't have any shouldn't have anything. She should just be left on the street.
These aren't homemakers, they're home breakers. That's why so many young men are done with marriage. They've seen too many homes collapse for no reason.
Listen to me what I have to say right now. Don't talk over me. Once you gave me this promise ring, you said out these lips right here, out this mouth right here, you talked with it and you said, I promise you one day I will marry you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I lied. Like, do you...
Didn't I say don't talk over me? I'm not done.
Hey, calm down. Like, what makes you like think that you're like wifey material? Like, what makes you think that like you deserve a ring? And then not only that, like them engagement rings are expensive.
Do you think I care about the price? I don't want no $5,000, $1,000 ring. I don't give a fuck about the price. You know what matters to me?
What?
What matters to me is that you are in love with me and that you want to spend the rest of your life with me and you want to get down on your knee and promise me again that you want to be with me for the rest of your fucking life.
Hey, we are. I already told you. You got to...
What? What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
It's the thing, like, you're not considered a wife. I don't want to marry you. Plain and simple. Like, it's because, like, some of the stuff that you do, it makes me, like, think, like, oh yeah, she's not wifey material type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, that promise ring, you was only gonna get a promise ring. You thought you was gonna get an engagement ring?
But you told me I was, so...
That's what I'm saying. I lied to you, babe. You don't see what's going on here in this relationship?
No.
I'm stacking up lies. I do not want to marry you. You're not wifey material. You give me just girlfriend material. You give me thought material. I don't want to marry you.
Her mask slipped. Entitlement, anger, and disrespect came out. If this is before marriage, imagine the chaos after the vows.
Men don't want to marry anymore because the risk outweighs the benefits. There's a risk that comes with marriage that essentially only benefits a woman. A man marries you and can only hope that one day you don't wake up and say, I feel like I don't love you anymore and I want to leave and you can't do anything about it. According to ASA, 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Among college-educated women, it jumps to 90%. You know what's crazy? I mean, a lot of us women don't have anything a man actually wants that we can bring to the table.
You can't preach equality when divorce laws still strip men of everything. Either fix the system or stop pretending it's fair.
I was with my best friend from 19 to 26 years old. That dude was on everything, okay? This is the story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am. We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he had gotten signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist, fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there is no way that the man that I love is going to sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the U.S., was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying because... that's what you do when you love somebody. That's the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does. Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a millionaire, and now he lives in a nice penthouse apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship. You want to know I ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know. I am qualified to talk about this. I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to marry changed overnight because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content. I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it. I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened.
Most relationships fall apart because of her circle, friends, family, outside noise. If he walked away, it's because something deeper was off. There's always more to the story. That's all for today. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you catch the next drop. Peace. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.